Hey everybody, Dr. Samir Joshi here, of course. And today joining me is one of the most amazing people in terms of spontaneity is concerned, and one of the guys who is yet another very, very distinguished marketers. It's my amazing pleasure to welcome Demetris Papadopoulos, or Papa, as he's hugely and widely called. How are you today?
I'm good. Nice to see you, Samir. It's Demetris Papadopoulos. You missed the. It's okay. It's all right. It's like George Papadopoulos from the Webster. If you remember back in the days, they had sitcom. But it's fine, Samir. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I'm just kidding. And D Papa is because of Demetris Papadopoulos, cut in short in the States, so people can. When I used to live in the States, when I used to study, so basically D Papa became the brand, Demetris Papadopoulos.
Okay.
I couldn't put DemetriusPapadopoulos.com. It wouldn't be easy.
Great stuff. And you're joining me obviously from Greece today?
Right? Correct. Very sunny Greece.
Sunny Greece, yeah.
1 second. I'm sorry. And a little bit loud sometimes with the neighbors.
Okay.
Some alarm is going off.
Awesome stuff. Now, Demetris, I obviously know about your story. I know the background of where you're coming from. And stuff, but my viewers and our audience obviously would love to know a bit more about you, your story, leading up to IM, all the way up to IM, and the success that you're generating. So talk to us about your story, if you would, please.
First of all, is the alarm still sounding? Because I'm not too sure. Can you hear the alarm on my end?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, because I'm the only one who can hear. All right, sorry about that. There's some alarm going off right now in the street. I don't know, a house. Anyway, yeah, so 5 years ago, 2012, okay, I got fired from my job. I used to be in 9 to 5 corporate. I used to work for big companies in Greece. I studied in the States 6 years, and then I moved to Greece to work, and I started working for big corporations. Was in there for like 13 years, okay, and various businesses that I was working for. Then at one point, I became frustrated with the whole thing, the whole 9 to 5 thing. I found that I wasn't cut out to be that kind of 9 to 5 employee, sitting in a cubicle, telling him, doing things that he didn't want to do. That's another thing. Trying to still figure out, is this what I love? Is this what I want to do? Because I figured out you need to love what you do. That's number one thing that I figured out when I was 27. I started figuring out, like, I was actually following my parents' dream of finishing college, getting that first job, security, blah, 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 blah. But I found myself frustrated because it just seemed like I wasn't doing what I loved doing, okay? And I didn't have control of my life yet at all. So I had a bad mindset as well, very negative points. The 9 to 5 actually made me angry because, if you are somewhere where you don't like being in, then you suddenly start changing. Everything just becomes stressful. You get angry with the world. You don't want to wake up and go to work. That are all symptoms of I don't like what I'm doing. It's very simple, but you don't get it because you get stuck in that system that you just can't break away because of fear, and fear keeps you there because you're like, I can't leave. I can't leave because what am I going to do next? And I have nothing to stand, on or something. Anyway, that led to my firing, and that was a blessing in disguise. And that's something people don't realize. And I got fired on my third job in corporate. There was a third business that I was part of. And I remember clearly I was very angry with the surroundings in that business, that corporate. I was being treated like without any respect. And at the same time, they were actually doing whatever they wanted with me. All right. I had no saying in things. I felt downgraded. At one point, they downgraded my wages for some reason. And it just seemed like things weren't working for me. They warned me 2 years before I got fired, you're going to get fired. And I remember the fear that got into me of saying, oh my God, no, please don't fire me. I was begging, I'll change, I'll do this. And again, I was doing things that I didn't want to do. Okay, I was doing things that I hated, but I stuck it in there for 2 years. That alone, the 2 years of from the time they warned me of getting fired to the point where I said, you know what, screw you guys, fire me. I mean, I'm trying to find a way to fire because I had it up to here. Okay, I really did. I was like, no more. I'm almost 36 back then when I was whatever. They're talking about security with the wages that are coming in, but then I'm living with fear if they're going to fire me or not, and if I have future or not. All those led to me wanting to just say, I'm done. I'm not going to be depending on other people. I'm going to try and figure out how am I going to get fired now, because the fear was gone. I just had it. I was like, no more. You know, the fear kept me there, and being miserable wasn't working for me. I had to make changes in my life. Okay. And the first change that happened was when they actually did fire me. I swear to God, it was like a blessing. I'm not telling you, like, it's people don't get it. It's like, I was so happy that day. Like, they called me down in the office, Demetris, can you please come join us? I've got it down in the office. There were 4 people: my marketing manager, the HQ person, and the person that does the wages. They put a paper in front of me, and they said I was going to get $10,000 in severance check, right? 10,000 euros back then. And I was like, where do I sign? And they were like, what? They really were freaking out. Like, what is this guy talking? I'm like, where do I sign? I'm like, I was looking for the where. Here? Okay. And I signed it really quickly. All right. I was like, thank you. She turns around. My manager was like, Demetris, you know, we're sorry. I'm like, don't be sorry. You're actually doing me a big favor. Thank you so much. She was like, what? It was crazy. I walked out that business, that job, that thing. I called my girlfriend my ex back then, and I told her, we're leaving this area. We're going to go towards the beach. I'm going to find an apartment, and we're going to move there. She's like, what happened? I'm like, I got fired, and I can't wait for us to move from here. And we're going to go where I wanted to be, by the beach. And this is where I'm at right now. And in 14 days, I found an apartment overlooking the beach. I made sure that the apartment had a nice office view of the beach or something. I had that dream in my head for 2 years until I got fired. Seriously, I came in this area 2 years before just to feel I would love to live here. I said that. So because I had money now, in a way, I was like, I'm making moves, okay? I don't care what's happening. I'm making moves. And I really listened to my gut instinct. Like, yes, you're doing the right thing. And I felt happy. Now, I have 1 year for that money to last, okay? I didn't say, okay, I'm going to sit around and do nothing. I actually came home, got myself internet from the neighbors. I didn't even waste any time. Seriously, we even had we became enemies with the neighbors upstairs because I was using the internet a lot, and they thought I was going to use it for a bit, but I was so online all the time trying to figure out, okay, what's my next move? How am I going to make money online? Okay. And I will never forget, really, honestly, I was sitting here and I was really searching Google, how to make money online. I swear to God. And I remember the first things that would pop up, the ones that say, put in your email so you can get your, $2,000 tomorrow, blah, 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 make 2,000 a day, all that scammy stuff that you would not put your email in. Well, I was putting my email in. I actually created an email for that. So I just kept on putting my email in. I didn't stop. I didn't allow myself to say, no, don't do it. Fear, please don't put your email. You might get spam. Nothing. Just put my email there and kept at it. Okay. And I kept on opening up all these things, pop-ups, going in, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, it was a hard time because there's so many things you can tell that you can see what's going on. There's so many ways of making money online. You don't know what to pick, right? So the first thing that I did was like, okay, I guess I'm seeing this blog thing going on. Everybody's blogging. And I remember one friend of mine, I didn't want to write. I did not want to write. I thought people were going to be making fun of my writing or making fun of me, or my family's going to say, what is he doing? Or my friends, like, what the, all that. But then I saw a friend of mine, a girl that had a blog, just a blog. And I went and wrote, and I got inspired. I'm like, well, she didn't care. She actually put herself out there. I'm going to do the same. Yeah, why not? I mean, why would I sit there and argue with myself, like, don't do it because this, when I didn't even try it? And believe me, I didn't have money to spend. Like I said, I got the severance check, but that's my monthly house rent. It's things to buy for food, blah blah blah. But I needed to find a way to make money. Anyway, so I started building a blog. I went to WordPress.com, started a free blog. It was called The Autobiography. And basically what I wanted to do there is write about my experiences finding ways of making money online. Okay, so it was like, oh, well, I started this blog without any money and blah, 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 blah. I started writing, all right, cool titles, cool stuff, and then got myself more into opening doors. I was like because of the blogging, it actually brings you into a community where you connect with other people that are the same as you. And it was crazy because when I wrote the about me in my autobiography and then started writing 2 or 3 posts, and I started getting people over and commenting and saying, oh my God, I was at the same place as you. And yes, I know what the, and I'm like, what? This is crazy. People are actually reading what I'm writing and they're responding. I felt, oh wow, this is amazing, right? So I kept on writing and experiencing everything. I wasn't promoting anything till then. I wasn't making money through that. I didn't know what was going on. I was just writing, okay? And I was seeing the traffic was coming through. At the same time, I decided, okay, you know what? I can work from home. I've got everybody's got a passion. Everybody's got a talent. I was working for the corporate as a marketer. So, I mean, I was doing marketing before. I'm like, why don't I also social media marketing? I did a little bit of it when Facebook started 2006 or something like that. So anyway, and I saw that I had a liking for social media and social platforms. And back then it was still growing. Okay, it wasn't where it is right now. It was still growing back then. So I remember actually, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to become a social media consultant. And you know, that time, companies started opening jobs for social media consultants. Okay, they started. It was starting to grow. Okay, and companies were seeing it as a serious thing now. When before you couldn't even. I couldn't even surf Facebook because of the company lockdown. Or if you did Facebook, everybody thought, oh, you're playing around, you're not doing any work. Nobody knew the power of it yet. It was crazy. But I said, okay, I'm sure there's jobs out there for social media consulting. So I went to Odesk, which is now Upwork. Yeah. And because I have a good CV, okay, everybody's got a CV. Everybody can build a CV, their resume. You have a resume. I mean, don't give me excuses. You've done some kind of work. You don't know, put it on your resume. That's one little lesson for people. And then I went to Upwork. Now that's Upwork. Build my profile. Put my whole resume there. Like, this is what I did. This is who I am. This is and this is what I'm a professional in social media consulting. I wasn't though. And this is what people don't understand. I wasn't, but I was selling myself that I was. Okay. And at the same time, when I was doing that, I was actually Googling how to become a social media consultant. I was downloading presentations. I was downloading, I was basically acting like I was, all right? And it was actually working for me, because suddenly in that same month, I got hired for 2 companies, all right? And I was making $1,000 a month. One was paying me $300 and the other was paying me $7.
Wow.
Okay, and I landed one from Nigeria and the other from New Zealand, a bed and breakfast in New Zealand. All right. Now I had a lot of passion then because I was like, oh my God, I got hired. I can't believe it. But it's funny. I put myself as $5 an hour. Okay. That's like minimum wage, but I managed to switch it and make it into a monthly thing. Like, I was like, look, because I saw the guy wasn't ready to pay the hours that I was asking for. So I was trying to think of how can I make it more attractive for him. So what I said was like, look, I know I'm doing $5 an hour, but how about we do this? $300 every month, and I'll take care of everything. I'll run your social media profile. I'll do everything for you. The guy was like, yeah, I'd like that. Let's do it. So for 2 years, he was paying me $300 a month. Okay. That was my income coming in for me to get into another door, which was affiliate marketing and another thing. Now, while I was doing that freelance thing, okay, and searching ways of, okay, how to help these people through my freelance work, okay, I started opening doors into the affiliate marketing. Okay. So I was like, opened the door and I saw, wow, what's going on here? This guy's got a blog and he's making money from me right now. Like, what did this guy do? And the biggest trick that people don't realize, man, it's the easiest thing to get started today without any course at all. And that way is just reverse engineer what that marketer you landed on did. It's that simple. People don't realize that. And I didn't realize that until later on, because you go through the process of, okay, you get into the door, you like this marketer, you like what he writes, you fall for all the stuff that he's got for you, you buy into his courses, you buy the stuff he's promoting, and you're part of this list where you're buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. Okay? Now that's the process that we all go through. And then there's a point where you're buying, you actually go, why did I just buy this again? Like, why did I buy this again? I know it. I know the stuff. I know what's going on. Why am I buying the same thing? Because I kept on thinking that this is the one that's going to get me out. And guess what? I wasn't making money at all then. I was just spending money. Okay. And that was the toughest part of the thing. I was spending, but still being persistent because I could tell that people are making money from it. I'm not an idiot. Some people don't get it. They think we're all scammers, but it's not the truth. We do give you stuff that works, but you just need to know how to use it, how to put it in place. And anyway, so I just got a little bit smarter. Let me put it that way. And I stopped buying and I stopped listening to that person telling me every moment. He kept on like, hey, Demetris, I got something new for you. But I was the buyer. So I was the guy that's like, yeah, okay, let me try it. You know, he's like all this back and forth. And then one point I told him like, look, I'm good. Thank you. Don't ever send me another message, like as in, you know, on Facebook. I made it clear, like, look, I know what you're doing here. I understand you're trying to help me, but chill out. Okay. I'm not buying any more stuff. And when I started focusing more on what I had already and trying to understand like, okay, I just figured out the formula here. There's a formula for affiliate marketing. It's just people need to get past that first phase. Okay. They need to go over and then, because it's a learning process. If I didn't go through that, I wouldn't know the terminology. I wouldn't know what I shouldn't do. I wouldn't know what I shouldn't follow. All that is part of the process. It just took a little bit longer for me because I was always on budget. Okay, I was scared to spend money. I was scared to invest. I was scared because it was like no money. I have no money now, and my mindset was in the wrong place as well. Still trying to figure out how to be positive. I used to ask for refunds as well. I was one of those serial refunders, if you would like to call them. I didn't know better because I was just overwhelmed with so much information. And then boom, something else came through, and it was dropshipping. And dropshipping was what got me my first dollars. And I was like, oh, and I remember my excitement. It was my biggest excitement because I actually was starting making money through dropshipping. That was my real money situation. And I got excited. I thought that was it. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is dropshipping, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I got into dropshipping. For a year, I was doing dropshipping. I was a pouch seller, was this. And then I started dealing with customers. And then I reminded myself why I was in this business. I didn't want to be treated lower than, I wanted my respect as well. And talking with customers actually gets you back to being an employee again. That's the feeling. They're my bosses because they're telling me off. Where's my thing? And there's no respect. There's nothing. It also reminded me of the time when I was doing real estate. I had rude customers make me hate what I was doing, and I was like, I'm not going to be part of this. I'm out. So I left because that was one of the jobs that I got when I got fired. I was like, what else can I do in the real world and not go to an office? And it was being a real estate agent for my area. So basically, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just finding houses, so they were finding me, and I was selling. Anyway, that's out of the context. I'm just showing you that I did go through all these hoops and stuff to figure out who I am, where am I going with this. Now, I got to the point where dropshipping was good until I said, okay, I don't want to deal with stress anymore. I can't wake up and find that some parcel didn't get there, and I have to refund them now and do all that stress and having the customers shout, and I just didn't want to deal with any customers at all. So I realized that affiliate marketing is the easy way out. It's the easiest way to make money and not deal with people, customers, and whatever. Like customers, basically, not people. I deal with people on a daily basis, helping them. But customers is a different context of things that I'm trying to say. Anyway, sorry if I'm talking too much, but I'm just getting it out there. Okay. So, so basically, doing that, I switched back. Even though I was still doing a little bit of dropshipping, I quickly went back to affiliate marketing and got back. And I remember getting another new course. And then I was like, it all makes sense now. It's like I had to leave that overwhelming time when I was learning, and I couldn't get it. I left for a year. I came back and it just went, oh, now it makes sense. It's like, I don't know, something about the dropshipping funnel system that made it sense the same way into affiliate marketing. Get people, traffic, the product, traffic into the funnel, and then follow up, etc. So it's the same thing as dropshipping. And it just made sense because I worked that area with actual stuff, sending, getting, and all that. It made sense, and it just clicked. And then suddenly I knew terminology, CPA marketing, what it means, what being ads, the Facebook, everything just made sense. Then I got into MLM a little bit. I got in. It wasn't for me. I hated being in a company that I couldn't really sell. Okay, like sell as in there's nothing to sell. It's just you trying to get people in so they can pay the amount that you paid, so you can make that back, and then try and tell more people to come in. Oh my God, what stress was that for me? I would try it. I would invest. I would try it, and then I'll feel bad. I couldn't do it. It's not in my ethics, morals, whatever. It has to be stuff that I believe in. Okay, and if I don't believe in the company, I can't sell it. Okay, so I dropped out of one. I dropped out of the second one. I even got back into the same one another time. They got me back in. I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and that's marketing. Okay, where I knew like where I was going into. I was already in there, and I got out, hating the company, and then they managed to get me back in. I don't know how they did it, and then quickly I was like, whoa, and I would refund again. I want to get out. What am I doing? It's amazing what the mindset thing when they, what do you call it?
Indoctrinate. Maybe.
Yeah, subliminal messaging, the way they do it, it has changed a lot of people's, they make them into like, I don't know what it is, like propaganda when they, make it seem like, but anyway. So I got into this other MLM company, but they were giving value. And what they were doing here was actually giving people campaigns every week that worked. And it was something interesting because they were covering everything. And I got a lot of knowledge from that. I was growing a good team too. I was making $1,000 a month, but those were my first $1,000 that I ever got from building a team. I finally made it to making some money. But then what happens? They stopped caring after like 2 years. Suddenly there is no more content. suddenly my customer, my people that join me are starting to get angry with me, and I'm feeling not good about the whole situation. And I realized once again that I was depending on other people to get me success, okay? To get me my wages, to get me my whatever. And that's the wrong mindset once again, okay? The whole point of this thing that you're doing online is not to depend on others, but yourself. It's to learn how to build a sustainable business. And the way that happens is when you actually say, you know what, screw you. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm blaming myself. I'm going to take look, I've bought in so many courses. I've got knowledge on how to make money. I've made some money. Why don't I show other people how to make money as well? From the exact same way that I've learned it. It'll be the easiest way, I thought. So I dropped out of that business. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get back into another MLM business again. I made a promise. And I went out there and created Passion Blog Pro. That was my flagship product. I sat there for 2 days and I was creating, okay, I sat down and I was like, what would I want from somebody to teach me if I started off again? Okay, what am I supposed to do? So I took everything that I knew from that I did and put it all in a training course. It's an amazing training course that I created that actually takes you behind the scenes, over the shoulders, how to build your business from scratch. And I was able to do it from my understanding that I need to depend on me and nobody else. There's a lot of people that come in here and they focus too much on MLM, and when that breaks down, they lose everything under them. I've seen it happen, and I've seen them lose money, and I keep on saying it's the stupidest thing ever. I was able to build a sustainable business from zero to where I am today, 5 years later, generating 5 figures in a year. Okay, this is unbelievable. I'm going up. I'm moving up levels. I'm about to hit 6 figures. If I put it all together, I've hit 6 figures guaranteed. I'm just saying that every year I'm putting goals to achieve more, and it's been broken. Every goal that I've put down, I've broken it. I passed it, surpassed it, and I keep on adding. I've got a little book where I write down my things. But the whole point here is understanding the formula, building a sustainable business, having a membership site, something that you can get people in, build a list. That's another thing, a big thing that you need to do. And this is where I'm at. I'm actually at launching my own products, covering every aspect of the online industry, from YouTube to, because I'm successful on YouTube as well, from training products for CPA marketing. And now I'm creating software to help people with traffic, where it was my idea. And it was funny, marketing events help as well. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a lot of your questions, I guess. I'm just giving you a little overview, and then I'm going to let you to ask me the second question. Okay.
Just keep going. You're doing amazing, and I'm not going to stop you as well, Demetris.
Okay.
Just keep going.
All right. Well, good. I figured another thing that people don't realize is basically list building. One thing that I was avoiding for 2 years, and I'm going to say it again, I was avoiding it for 2 years because I did not want to be that annoying spammer that spams you with emails. Okay. I received thousands of those emails. I still do. If you look at my phone, I have over unopened emails. That is 821,028 28 cents. I said. I don't know if you can see that. See that number right there?
It's a bit difficult to see because there's a bit of a glare there.
Yeah, 1 second. I just.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, anyway.
No worries. How many did you say? 800,000?
830,000 unopened emails.
Wow. That's it. I've never heard anybody having a six-digit. Six-figure unopened.
You know what's funny? I can actually find the new emails from all that. Like I can actually find out which one is I'm so I know what to look for. 830,000 emails. So I'm trying to say, put your emails in things. See what other people are doing. Follow their links. Email marketing is what got me to where I am today. It's not sending traffic to some website. It's not free traffic coming to a website, even though that could happen, but it's not. Email marketing is ATM, is your ATM. Before you go to sleep, you write a newsletter, go to sleep, wake up, and you find money in your bank, okay? It's that simple. People don't get it, and I didn't get it for 2 years. So if you're trying to avoid costs in buying an autoresponder, stop. Don't do that. Invest. The 3 things that you need to invest in this business, in anything, is a domain, hosting, autoresponder. That's it. I mean, for the beginning, that's what you need. And what is that? That's $19 a month. Then there's $12 for a domain. Maybe you can even get it for cheaper. And then you have a hosting that could be from, I don't know, $5 to $14 a month. Come on, guys. I mean, seriously. Keep $50 a month on the side and invest. There's so many people that try to avoid the autoresponder thing, and they don't get it. That's your money.
Yeah, we're going to make it a lot easier for them, but that's amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Wow, wow, wow. Great. I mean, this is such a comprehensive answer, and you've covered so many areas while talking about it. And you actually answered the second question that I had as well, which was about an entrepreneur's mindset, which you evidently have. But there is a part of it as well that you surely faced struggles, challenges, days where you obviously felt overwhelmed and this is never going to work out. You've talked about the entrepreneurial mindset already, which you obviously have. Talk to us, if you would, please, about facing struggles and recovering from them.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that sounds like magic. Okay, and a lot of people are going to maybe say, "Come on, man, can't be that. You can't. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's everything I'm about to tell you right now is one of the biggest secrets that not a lot of marketers will tell you, or they haven't practiced it and they made it happen. Look, I'm going to be very honest with you. I work a lot with the law of attraction. Call me crazy. I don't care. I really don't. But I know what it does, and I know how it works. And I feel like I found the key to that. And it all starts here, okay? And it all starts on your own, you said struggles that you might have had. And how did you, well, I refuse to fail, okay? And I refuse to hear anybody around me that will tell me otherwise. I refuse to be around people that are going to tell me from their own experiences that it didn't work for them, or maybe they never experienced something and they try to put you down. It's all about mindset and the people you hang around with. I even cut off friends, best friends from my life, because we were not on the same level. Once I figured out and I accepted that, you know what, I can't blame anybody else but myself of where I'm at this moment in time. Nobody. I used to blame everybody else before I changed my mindset. But once I accepted a couple of things about myself and how I need to act and be and start looking life a little bit differently than what I was, I needed a book. I needed to read a book. I needed to read a little bit of Anthony Robbins, maybe. Well, I used to hate Anthony Robbins because I felt like his energy was fake or whatever. But once I understood the process and what he meant, it made sense for me. Then Bob Proctor, he was the one that actually changed my paradigms. And I'm going to tell you something that is a very essential trick to, well, it worked for me, and I'm going to write a book one day about it because it's going to help other people that believe me. If other people are skeptics about it, that's fine with me. I have nothing against the skeptics. That's what I'm talking about. Skeptics, the people that ask the why and what do you, that the way they'll be stuck at that shit area that they're in right now for a long time unless they switch it. Okay, I'm telling you right now. I used to be that. I'm not anymore. Jealousy of other people's successes. You look at somebody's, he made it. That is part of what keeps you back as well. It's got to do with karma as well. It's got to do with all that thing. But what I did with Bob Proctor was pretty crazy. I actually, this is crazy. I even broke up with my then girlfriend because we were not on the same levels anymore. I was like, she wanted this and I wanted this. I wanted to blossom and be positive, and I was being brought down. So I had to break from that negative energy that I had around me. And guess what? As soon as I did it, the month later was my first successful $1,000 month that came after 3 years. Can you believe it? I was here trying to say like, babe, it's coming. It's going to work. It's that for me, the explaining to do held me back. I had to cut it off. And when I cut it off, when I felt confident about myself, because I found myself, I started loving myself. I used to not feel, so I always felt like I needed that person to be there so I can be who I am. But it's the wrong mindset again. You got to find that deep within kind of thing. My dog helped. My dog helped a lot in bringing my tones down. My anger, he took all the anger from different things that he done. I was a bad owner in the beginning. I didn't know why I had a dog until I realized there's something wrong with me here and I need to switch. I was coming home angry from work, from that, all that affects everything in your life. Okay. So I knew I had a problem. I knew I had an issue. I knew I had to figure it out and not blame anybody else. Okay. For my failures or whatever. And I started switching and I started reading. I started meditating. I started walking by the beach. I started dreaming. My dog helped me dream a lot because the walks, the this, the that. I started putting goals down. I started changing the way I thought. Any negative effect in me during the day, I try to switch it, whatever. I used to listen to subliminal messaging in my ear from Bob Proctor, the exact words of, I am happy and I'm grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I would repeat this over and over for 6 hours at a time. Every time, listening to it for 6 hours at a time while I was sitting here working. Instead of listening to music, I would hear Bob Proctor in my ear saying those exact words. Now, what this does, also when I walk with my dog, I would say it out loud as much as possible. So I could stop my thought process from focusing more on my positive energy, my meditation thing. And believe me, a lot of people are not going to believe this, but seriously, I was doing it every day for 30 days, every day for 30 days, every day for 30 days, every freaking day for 30 days. I did not listen to music. I listened to Bob Proctor. I walked out on that. I was listening to Bob Proctor. They say on the 10th day, you're going to see changes in your life. And oh my God, on the 10th day, I started seeing my wages exactly like that quote said that started coming in. I'm like, where is this coming from? I started attracting the right people coming into my business. I started attracting a team where I couldn't bring before because of my belief system was on the wrong side of the thing. Okay. I'm telling you, it's like magic. But you know what? 5 years later, I'm still using that same magic that's actually bringing me even more and more. And you know what's funny? I've used that after 30 days. Oh my God. What else do I want here? I kept on saying want, not need, want. I kept on changing the way I used to say things. Negative people that would speak, I would cringe when I would hear that negative word from, and I'd walk away. I would not, where I used to shout, I brought it down to 0 levels. You know, my dog was my trigger. Every time I would get angry, my dog would leave and go into the room because it's sensitive. That was the trigger effect for me to stop and change the way I was seeing life, how I was acting. So I was, like I said, I was a very angry young man, and suddenly I found happiness again. I'm very happy. It all fell in place, timing, everything. Again, it sounds magic, but it's not. It's real. The mindset, the mind attracts what you think, what you fear, what you want, what you don't want. You just need to know how to want it and want only that and not all the other negative stuff. You never focus on all the crap. Just focus on what you want. That's it. And figure out how you're going to get it. By saying, what am I going to do about it? Write it down. Goal. I'm going to do this to get that. I'm going to create a blog. I'm going to create a program. And what are you going to do with that program? I'm going to help people. Why is that going to? Because it's going to bring me back. You know, there's a whole thing behind the process of getting things out. Okay. It's not just getting it out to make money, because if that was the case, I wouldn't have been making money right now. I promise you right now. If I was chasing the money like I was in the beginning and it wasn't coming, it's because I was chasing the money and not chasing what is the essential thing here, that quality of life. What is it that you want? And believe me, you can do. It's like, what is it that you want? Put it down. You can do it. I promise. I swear to God, you can do it. Anybody tries to argue with me with this, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry. It's not your time then. I guess you're not awoke. You're not waking up with the idea.
You're not awake yet, or you're not ready yet. Yeah.
You're not ready yet. Everyone's got their time. It's all about timing. I swear to God, it's about timing. Then suddenly, even everything that I have right now is all due to that. I put it down. What do I want? And I will get it at around the time that I want it. It's like magic. Okay. So I'm not being greedy. I've eliminated all those things. I'm helping people. I'm seeing it come back. I sleep well at night. As other people that might think like sometimes you're a scammer. And I'm like, they're not seeing the whole other side. They're just seeing that, oh, this guy thinks he's successful. Yeah, man, you go back in my life. Go and see where I was at, where I'm at now. Haven't changed. The same guy, just happier. Okay. Sorry, I got carried away with this law thing, but it is the truth. If anybody goes back to my blogs, September 15th, 2006, if I'm not mistaken, it was a time where my life changed, and I put it all down. It's all written in my blog. From the day when things were changing, the paradigm shifting that I did, I've done it. I've helped other people. People have done it. They've seen the same results, and they're still seeing the same results. And then I have people calling me in the middle of the day on Facebook trying to talk to me so I can rub off some of that energy that I have that I pass out. Okay, because I really believe in it. It changed my life. It changed who I was. It got me to where I am today. The law of attraction is real. If you believe in God, that's fine. That's fine with me. I believe in something as well, at source or whatever. I don't bring religion in this. I just know it all works. It all talks the same language. It's the same language. Yeah. Just leave the negative religion crap out of it and focus on what you want. Again, I'm going back to what you want. I wanted to be an affiliate marketer. I became one. I wanted to be a vendor, somebody that creates products to help other people. I've done it. I wanted somebody to help me to get there. I had it. It all came to me. I wanted a woman in my life that is looking up to me, loves what I do and everything. I have it. It's just crazy, okay? And it's all about timing. It's not about having it now, tomorrow, whatever. Pressuring your wants will never come. You need to work it, understand it, and move on. And it's magic, but And then I'm going to tell you what you shouldn't do. Don't procrastinate. Oh my God, I procrastinated for 2 years before I came out with Passion Block Pro. I could have got it out 2 years prior to, but I had to hit the wall again for me to take action. Like I got fired, I took action, I'm online. I lost that MLM thing. I took action, created a Passion Block, started making a sustainable income. It's about taking action right. Okay, you know what? And stop holding on things over. Move on. It changes fast. Get that going. And that's where I'm at. The procrastination is something that holds a lot of people back because they say either, but I haven't made any money yet. Okay, it doesn't matter. Do you know something? Do you have any kind of talent? Do you have any type of passion? I'm sure you know something that you're playing around with in your house, that you have a hobby for, that you are an expert at. Teach others how, whatever. I don't care what it is. And if you don't have proof of whatever, you get it. Just start from somewhere. And that's what people don't want to take that action.
Wow. Awesome stuff. Amazing. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the book you're going to write about.
I can't wait. That's going to be written as soon as I make my first million.
Great stuff. And I'm pretty sure
I have a milestone for it.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that you also have a want goal for, I want to achieve the million, and it's going to go into realization. That's so amazing.
It's not a dream. It's actually going to happen. It's a fact. And this has been proven to me every year of me being in this industry that it's a fact. It's all about timing and the right time for me to do so. Right now, I'm still in the learning process. I'm still always learning. I haven't stopped learning. I haven't stopped investing. I haven't once said, I know everything now, I'm done. No. I'm investing. And what's the beautiful thing is that now I have money to invest in programs that can actually maximize my results. And that's how I start off small, bigger, and things come easier. It's all about timing and effect. I wanted to make sure I learned every aspect of this business before I move on to the next level. And the reason why is so I can actually teach the next person that comes to me for coaching that, whatever. You know how many times I've asked people that are supposedly coaches and I told them, so how did you do this? And you know what they would answer? Oh, I went to Fiverr. Okay, so how about this? Fiverr, that? Fiverr. So what did you do? Oh, just thought about it. Okay, so the difference between them and me is that I had no money for Fiverr. I didn't want somebody else to do it for me. I wanted to do it myself. I didn't know how to build a website. I didn't. And I remember specifically saying, how am I going to find money to build a website? I have no idea. I don't know how to do graphic designing. I tried. It turns out I have a lot of talent in all these aspects. And guess what? Everything that you see, everything that I've done, from copywriting, sales pages, JV pages, websites, logos, graphics, everything is done by me. Amazing. And to me, not a lot of people can do this. I understand that. I really do. I do understand that. But you need to dig in and really see what you're capable of doing. You won't know unless you try. Okay? You won't know unless you try. You might have a good eye at something that you might be great at copywriting and you didn't even know. I didn't know I was good at copywriting, but hey, I managed to sell $50,000 worth of launches from my copywriting. I didn't go hire some six-figure copywriter. I managed to get something, even though people tell me like if you did hire one, you might have made more money. I believe that as well, but you know what? It's fine. I'll take that hit. It's a nice learning process. And not only that, I've created 8 products with my copywriting without. I haven't stopped. I'm going to break 100K with that next launch with my copywriting. I'm going to do it. I'm close. Even though my products still sell today, altogether, if I put them all together, I broke the 100,000 that I had as a goal. But that's not it. I want it in one launch, and it's going to come. It's all about timing. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. I'm actually happy it's taking its time. When I fail, you know what I say? Okay, it means this is good. This means it's actually, success is right around the corner. It's right there. That's what I've learned as well. That's another thing people don't realize. Everything that goes shitty for them, they forget about the mindset. They forget everything. And because it's shitty, they can't get out of that rut thing. Yeah. Because they're, oh my God, I failed in this and that. You know how I look at it? I laugh. I'm like, oh my God. I get excited. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So it's coming. Do you get what I just did? I'm getting excited because I failed, because I know it's coming. The success, it's that dip. I felt that dip. And every time I felt that dip, right around the corner was something huge. And it's always been like that for me for the past 5 years.
It's amazing.
So I managed to connect these in my neurological whatever as a happy thing when I fail. When other people are going to fall depressed, I actually get excited.
Yeah. Wow, amazing, amazing stuff. Now, knowing what you know today, and now we're getting down into the meat of this, basically, for our audience, knowing what you know today, if you had no money, no list, no website, and even no clue, how would you start making money online?
Easy. I would go to WordPress.com and start a free blog. I'm not kidding. I'm not
Perfect.
kidding. I'm not kidding. Put yourself out there. Brand yourself. Brand yourself. Go get yourself a domain. I don't care if you don't have anything, you don't know what you're doing. Go out, go to GoDaddy, go to Namecheap. I don't care. Get a domain of your name or something around along the lines of your name. .com it. Keep it. You're gonna use it one day. I don't care what you're thinking. If you're thinking right now, I'm never gonna build a website, I'm never gonna do. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. You don't know shit. I'm sorry, but you don't know. Okay, so you're gonna go out there, get yourself a domain, and put your name on it, and keep it. Then go. I don't have money, Demetris. I don't have money. All right, there's free options. Go to WordPress.com and get yourself a free blog. Start blogging about your experience of life. I don't know where you're at, what kind of rut you're in. Talk about it. I don't care how shy you are. Put yourself out there. Who are you? Do a home, an about you, and a blog section. That's it. And you start from there. And from there, the doors will open. You will find more solutions to whatever problem that your challenges that you might have. See, I'm not even trying to call it a problem. It's a challenge. You should change that mindset into a fun thing now. But I think the best thing, the first thing that everybody should do is get that domain. And then once you set everything up, like I said, you need to get that autoresponder. But don't be in a rush. The WordPress gives you free emails to use for now. You know, for somebody that's newbie to get their feet wet. Here's an exciting inspiration. My girlfriend of 8 months that came into my life. I remember even saying, like, you know, the girl that was going to be in my life, I want her to be excited about what I'm doing as well, looking up to me, but maybe even, you know, getting herself into this because I can see the potential. In the beginning, a lot of people don't see the potential. I'm gonna put an example so maybe it can inspire other people that are in the same position as where my girlfriend is right now. She works for a tourist agency downtown. She wakes up every day at 7 and goes to work, comes home at 5:30, 6. Okay. She gets Mondays off, and we use Mondays for fun day. Where people are in the office at 9 to 5, we actually go to the beach on Mondays and we enjoy our time. And you've seen the pictures yesterday.
Yes.
So we also go to trips every month for 3 days, somewhere around Greece or elsewhere. It doesn't matter. We make mini vacations every month because we're enjoying life. I'm making her understand that it's not about working. It's about living. Okay. It's about living. And what I'm doing right now is I'm living and working, but I'm not working. I'm doing what I love. So it's not like I'm working. Okay. That's what I'm trying to teach people. Now, in the beginning, it didn't seem like she would be into all this. But after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, seeing my lifestyle, the way I'm making money, where every trip that we go to, everything that I spend, I just made it back in that same night or that weekend. She's like, what? And I keep on feeding her that passion of mine about, look, you can easily do this yourself. You love the tourist thing. You've got the connections. You can do huge things with a travel niche. You know, get yourself a blog. Guess what? 8 months later, she went out there, invested money that she doesn't have to buy herself a laptop. She bought herself a laptop. Then by herself, she went and got herself a free blog on WordPress. I helped, though, got her a domain and host and set it up for her, whatever. But my God, she's sitting here working on that. Traveling with K, she named it. She's adding content. Now she got accepted by Booking to be an affiliate marketer for Booking.com. She got accepted. Now, I'm telling you, guys, girls, I don't care what kind of dream you have. You can take that passion and put it online. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. My girlfriend next year, she's going to be making as much money as I am, and we're going to be enjoying our lives on the go all over the world because that's what we want to do. She already booked places for next year. Trust me. I mean, I got a girlfriend that's in the right niche for what we want to do. Okay. So it works out perfectly. And what, you think that was a coincidence? No, it was written down in the 25 things that I wanted in a girl of who this girl I want her to be. And it kind of seems like it is that. If it's not, but then it's fine. I live the moment. I don't worry about the later or the past. Okay. That's the one number thing I can tell anybody is like, take your passion and put it online. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, what money you have. It's stupid excuses. It only holds you back. And fear is what's screwing around with you right now.
That is amazing. Wow, that's amazing stuff. Now let's dig down a bit deeper. And again, if you were starting out today, and this is a bit more about where more detail might be you can build upon this is what steps would you take to get your first $10,000 online? Not just make some money online, but to get to a 10K goal, for example.
Well, to get to the 10 goal is to basically create your own product, create your own. That's one way. Look, there's so many ways. And for somebody, that's why I created Passion Fuse. Passion Fuse was to help people who are newbies to actually go out there and they have an idea. They don't know how to get it online. You go through it and I'll show you the steps that I took. Fastest way is CPA marketing. Okay, it's affiliate marketing. Anything that does with affiliate marketing is promoting other people's products without even having a website. There's so many ways of doing this. Again, it's a very generic. It's a good question, but I have many answers for it. Okay, and I've covered a few in the first two questions. So I'm going to try and cover this in a way of. Okay, you have no money, right? Is that what you're saying? No money.
Yes. Yeah, that was the earlier one. You have no money, no list, and all that. But in this, it could be. What would be the steps? I mean, you could have some money to get started.
I really wouldn't. Okay, if you have some money, I would suggest investing in a coach, a mentor. These are specialist people. Like you have a problem with your plumbing. Who are you going to call? A plumber.
Of course.
You have a problem with your lights. Who are you going to call? The electrician. You have a problem with, all these people are specialized in these things. So if you want to learn marketing, internet marketing, who are you going to call? An internet marketer that's successful or whatever. Okay. If I had
not the dentist and not the dentist.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to go for your heart problem to a dentist. All right. Yeah. You're not going to go. So everybody's got their own specialities. Now I had no money for, Demetris mentors cost $5,000, $10,000. I understand that. But if you have the money, the first thing I would say, if you do have a good amount of money, invest it in a coach.
Okay, great.
I'll tell you why, because that coach will not only tell you the secrets, shortcuts, he'll give you templates. He will help you get involved with the right people. He'll get you in the inner circle that you need to be in and all that. The coach always has a backing. He has a whole business behind him that all he does is just pick you up and throw you in there, okay? And you float like, oh, wow, it's easier for me now, okay? That's one. If you don't want to do that, then do what I did. Follow people discreetly without them knowing. Signing up to their email list, seeing what they're doing. What are they offering? One big mistake that I did, huge mistake, is I focused on too many businesses at the same time. Okay? Once you start putting your energy in a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of there, a little bit of there, then you're going to make a little bit of money here, 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 a little bit of money here. If you focus all your energy on a lot of energy here, then all your energy is going to be there and a lot of money is going to be coming through there. Okay? That's one thing that I didn't have time for. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to learn everything. And the thing I was doing is what got me slow paced to the place that I am today. I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then money came little, but it was little and it was slowly, but it was getting there. Okay, it was moving more and more. I did it the other way around. I shouldn't have done that. I should have focused on one. So if you're into this, choose one. What is it? Dropshipping? Is it affiliate marketing? Is it what? Choose one. Focus on that. Become an expert. Like really become an expert. Like really start making money from it. Don't make $1 and say, all right, let's move on to the next. Make more. Emulate again. See, can you make again? Can you make it again? Can you make it again? That thing. Okay, that's one thing I would do. Okay. If I have no money at all, I would do what I said. Go start a blog, a free blog. You need a blog. I don't care what you're doing. You need a blog. The blog can also help you create landing pages or whatever this and that. Again, another thing that I was avoiding is joining marketing events. You want to level up fast? Invest in that whatever ticket it is. Put down that money one time. It's going to be one time. Once you go to one of those things, it will change your whole life. Perspective and mindset in one go. Why? Because you're going to be surrounded by all these marketers. They're going to be feeding you with so much great information, energy, passion, seeing the real results from people that you're going to be like, oh my goodness, yes, this is it. And it will motivate you to do things. So if you're on the sidelines, I can't afford that $500 ticket or that $500 event or that VIP, I don't care. Invest. I don't care what you do. Go find. That's going to 10x your results at any moment in time, okay? Well, you're going to the Portugal event. Well, let me tell you a little secret. Before the Portugal event, I was doing okay. After the Portugal event, I came back with such a drive that I created my first software launch that was my first successful big launch that put me on another peak. Okay, I was hanging around with the top leaders of my idols that I was like 5 years ago. I was like, oh, I want to be like that guy. Oh, I want to meet that guy. Oh, and it was like, to me, it was like I was at the Hollywood the Oscars or something. To me, they were like celebrities. When they were like, why are you? I'm just like you, man. And then I realized that they are. Everybody's just. That's why I said, in the beginning, you said you're the superstar in here. I'm like, yeah, superstar. Bullshit star. I don't care. It's not that. I'm wearing my flip flops. I'm not playing a Mr. Suit and Tie guy. I'm here to show you that 5 years ago I was struggling and now I'm not, and I'm living the dream of working online and having my laptop on the go. This is my second MacBook. I got my new Mac. I'm showing off. You know why? Because I didn't have that before. I didn't have the money before. And I remember, how am I going to get my first Mac? I didn't know how to, but I was taking action. It was that time when I was changing my mindset, when I figured out, wait a minute, now I can actually get myself a MacBook. And I remember actually writing down, by December 24th, I'm going to get myself a MacBook Pro. Closed it. What am I going to do to get that MacBook Pro? Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to call people. Hey, do you have money I can borrow so I can buy a MacBook? No? Okay. Hey, do you have money I can borrow to buy a MacBook? I'm good for it. No. I did like 7 calls, and then even my mom was the first one that rejected me. and then on this, I didn't care. It might sound like to people like, what? You were calling people and asking them for money? Yeah. You know what's that's called? It's called taking action. It's about not procrastinating and not giving a shit either. Really. You want to get to your goal. You need to do whatever is necessary. So I did that. And guess what? It turned around and my mom called after all the rejections, or I had one okay, but they didn't have enough credit in the credit card. So my mom calls me back. She's like, wait, what if we told this company, the friends of ours, to give you they'll buy it and you pay them monthly. I'm like, yeah, I can do that too. And we did that. And I did have my MacBook on the day that I wrote it. I don't care how I got it. But then the rest that I got later, the upgrades that I've done later, the Vespa bike that I bought after launch, it was my first paid with money, cash. I went out. I was like, I want that. Thank you. Here's my cash. And drove off. Oh my God, the feeling. I was never able to do that. So timing, patience, learning. Once again, to get started, there's so many options. I hope I covered that question. I gave. Of
course you did. You covered it amazingly well. Now, all of my interviewees have one topic special to them that they always want to talk about. Yeah, and this is a free pick for you. Whatever you'd like to choose. So what's the one thing that you want to talk about, especially so?
I want to talk about, look, I work a lot with passion, and I really understand that if you don't have a passion for something, don't do it. Okay? I don't care who told you whatever. If you're not feeling good inside about that one thing that you're doing, don't do it. Don't do it. There really is no point of you wasting any more time in making you feel some way. If you feel sad, depressed, and everything, snap out of it. And start focusing on what is it you want. Again, I'm going to talk about passion because this is where it got me. I had a passion for internet marketing, and I made sure I was going to do it. It's a hard question, the topic, because it's let me I'm going to go back to, I wake up every day and I love doing what I do. I can't wait to get started and see what I want to do. And again, if you don't have the passion for something, you have something that you can find. And it could be anything. Once again, it could be anything. It could be parenting. It could be dating. It could be weightlifting. It could be dieting. It could be yoga. It could be, what are you doing in your everyday life? Find that and actually create that passion. Start searching for the people that are leaders in that passion that you have, and emulate what they do. This is what I find the most important thing that people don't realize. They think they need to do something that other people. Find your passion, find your thing, and you find your way. But I want you to help me. Give me an example of what other marketer gave you a topic for, so I can build on it. Because I might not understand the context well.
For example,
I want to build on this. I really do, because it's a good question.
So, for example, for the things that I thought about for you could be how software can be used to do all the heavy lifting in driving targeted traffic. For example, perfect. Now I know that you released software that drives targeted traffic to blogs, for example.
Yes.
Exactly. So if I were to ask you, I know about your passion of blogs and traffic and everything that you have learned. So talk to us a bit about how software can be used to drive.
Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. I've got a good story for this as well. Okay, because when I first started, the first thing that we learn is about traffic and how to get it. And if you don't have money for traffic, there's ways of actually getting traffic for free by doing certain things, certain actions in your life. Now, during that time, I had no time. I had a lot of time. I had a lot of time, so I could do it. So what I used to do is and this is a very, very powerful information. This is actually things that people pay me to tell them. And this is something that not a lot of people realize. If you go to WordPress, and I keep on saying WordPress, because that's what I know, and that's what I've learned with, and that's what is bringing me money today, whatever. When I started with WordPress, in order to get people to come to my blogs, what I used to do is go to the WordPress community, where it was like WordPress.com. There's a part where it's called, maybe it's been a while, forgot the WordPress Reader. It's called WordPress.com/reader. Okay. And in that area right there are all the blogs that people have created on WordPress. Okay. People that have connected, that have gone through WordPress, added their blog, it's there. Okay. Now what happens there is that it's categorized in different niches. Okay. You can go out there on the WordPress.com reader and go down to tags and search for your passion, whatever it is. So mine was affiliate marketing. So I put down affiliate marketing, and I got a list of blogs and posts from the newest post to the last post from I don't know how many years ago. And it's like a huge news feed that you scroll and you go through all these titles, little excerpts of the blogs, titles, and there's options of you actually going through and seeing, following, liking, and scrolling and commenting if you would like. Okay. So what I would do is every day for about 20 minutes, I would scroll and carefully pick the ones that I thought were related to my blog. Same kind of tags, same whatever. So I would follow and like, and maybe comment in some. Follow, like, comment, follow, like, comment, follow, like, comment. I would do that about maybe 50 to 100 a day, depending, until WordPress stops you and says you can't do anymore because it's like you're spamming.
Right.
But little did I know that this had a big impact into getting real engaged users back to my website. It was really huge. These were real people like me that have built a blog, and they're now they're working with they're commenting. It wasn't bots, it wasn't robots, it wasn't any of that. It wasn't spam, whatever. It was actual real engaging users coming back. Wow. That's an amazing, I was getting 100 follows a day, 100 views a day. I was getting likes. I was getting people subscribing from doing something manually all that time. Now look, manual is good up to a certain point. Okay. You can't do this every day. You can't. All right. You can't. It becomes routine, and you don't like routine. And it becomes a thing like, oh, fuck, I got to do this now again. Okay. Yeah. And then it becomes useless. It becomes, you forget at times. You just got to be on it. Okay.
The passion goes away.
Yes, it does, because you get distracted, and then you, okay, let me try getting traffic this way now. It worked, but no time. Trying to find an easier way, and that's where you start searching for the easy way. That's when you start spending money to find the easier way. That's where you start spending, and still not getting where you want to be. Now, let's fast track 5 years later, after the Portugal event that I went to, like I talked to you about. I found a developer there, Alex Krulik. I didn't know he was a developer, to be honest, when he was at the Portugal event. I didn't talk to him that much either, but we were around the same thing. He knew me because I was very active. My passion took over at the first marketing event. Everybody knew who I was. So all the time, and I remember sitting back and sitting in my office saying, I need to find a software that does what I did in the beginning of my career. I haven't done that for a long time. I need to find something. I know that works. I know it works. It still works today. It's still there. It's still, the reader's still there. It's still the same system. I can do this. I need to find somebody to do this for me automatically, whatever. So all I did was, hey, I had no money for a developer, because developers are very expensive. Okay. And $2,000, $6,000, and somebody doesn't have the money. I didn't have the money, but I have the smarts. And the smarts told me, why don't you do a little ad that says, hey, I've got this idea. If you're a developer and you're interested in not getting money up front, but working with me as a partnership program, yeah, and let's get this thing out, blah, blah, blah. I had 3 responses, and one of them was Alex Krulik. He reminded me he was from the Portugal event. And to me, that was okay, this is my guy. Because I know him. I can trust this guy. I've seen him at the marketing event. That's why I'm saying it's important to be one of those marketing events. You don't know who you might meet that could help you in your business. So I was like, oh, Alex, okay. So it took us 5 minutes on Skype for me to tell him my idea, show him what I just explained to you. And then in 3 days, he had a working software ready, doing it on autopilot for me. Exactly what I asked for. When I saw that, I actually went out, created a logo, created the domain, created the sales page, created the training. I had training and sales page, everything ready in less than a week, two days, I believe. Alex was like, what the, how are you that fast? I'm like, dude, I had this in my mind for like years. I just had to go to the marketing event to tell me, like, you need to get the software out, whatever it is. Because software is what's going to bring you money. Software is what people want. Software is what helps people's business go on autopilot. And this is something people don't realize. If you're new, of course, you have a lot of time to spend on doing your manual thing. But trust me, once your business starts building, you need things to do it for you on autopilot. And my business right now is on autopilot, everything. From the traffic that I'm getting, from the autoresponder, from the follow-up sequences that I have running through. Autoresponder is a software. Let me put it that way. An autoresponder is a software. It does everything automatically for you. People come in and then you talk to them like it's you, and then they think that you're engaging with them, and then there's engagement, and they trust you, and then they buy from you, and then you make money. And that's, again, we go back to the number one thing that you need to focus on, building your list. Okay? Get free traffic to a landing page, get them on there, engage with them, make money.
Amazing, 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 amazing stuff. Great stuff. My gosh, you've shared so many superb things, Demetris, and I really want to thank you. Any closing pieces of advice?
I wanted to also add that since I saw the success of the one software that took care of one part of the business, then I thought about also another software that will help other parts of businesses, like Bing Ads. A lot of people use Bing Ads as affiliate marketers, and I found a way to actually find the winning ads that they can use and push over into the account without even them creating an ad, which is unbelievable. Again, putting the business on autopilot, creating ads instantly that brings a massive ROI instantly without taking the time of creating each ad, but using somebody else's that is already winning with keywords. That's another idea that I was looking for. So, if you're a kind of person that's sitting out there on the sidelines, having great ideas that you have, you need to reach out to the next developer, get him on a call, and get your idea on a thing. You don't need to do the building, but there are ways of you working together. And, Alex Krulik is my partner in these 3 softwares that we created. We did another one for Pinterest, which has to do with Pinterest. We have Bing and the WordPress free traffic for every website and domain that you might think of. So this guy, out of nowhere, my developer, my partner, we're making passive income from these softwares that we brought, and also helping our businesses at the same time.
It's amazing.
Win-win. My suggestion is, if you have ideas, don't hesitate in making them into products. Doesn't matter what it is, training or software, or both together.
Both together. Wow, Demetris, I got to tell you, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. I know for a fact that you and I, that we can go on for hours and days.
Oh, definitely.
And I just love the passion and the energy that you have. Anybody who's watching this is going to take not just so much of value out of it, but also the
inspiration. I'm hoping. I really that my whole number one mission is to inspire others. And right now I'm posting beautiful images of my life, and it's not to show off of what I'm doing. It's to inspire others that they can do the same. And they can go back in my lifestyle, how it was before to where it is now. And it's a beautiful journey. And I've had people come up to me and tell me, the people that know me, Demetris, I've been following you, and it's an amazing journey that you're going through. And I'm like, isn't it though? Isn't it though? I even get look at my hair. My hair are because I feel that this is my calling right now. My next step is to maybe do seminars. I really want to talk to massive audiences. I want to reach out to people and show them, look, I've been able to do this, but I need to finish up my milestones that I've set up first. It's all about timing. I'm not rushing.
Show us those goosebumps again, please. Come on.
It's gone now, but it was. A minute ago it was.
All right. Great stuff. Demetris, great talking to you. Like all good things, even this conversation has to come to an end. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for your time as well, and for reaching out and getting me on this call. Like I said, I really want others to stop thinking of all the crappy things that they've gone through and start focusing on what they want to do and follow that without looking back, without looking on the left, without looking in the right. Like you're on a SUP, they tell you look straight ahead, not down, not left, not right, and you see how balanced that it's more balanced. It's crazy, but it's the same way of looking at life. Find what your thing is, your end, whatever mission thing is, and just look forward. No more of that. None of that. None of that's going to help you. It's your own vision, your own passion, your everything.
Fantastic. Thanks very, very, very much.
Thank you, Samir.
Yeah. So this is Dr. Samir Joshi signing off, and I'll see you guys soon.